Hi, everyone. I am very happy you are here with me today. Today, we are going to practice English in a fun and powerful way. Are you ready to speak English more clearly and confidently? Let us begin with a beautiful story and the shadowing technique. Have you ever heard of shadowing technique? Here is how it works. First, listen to me read the sentence. Then, repeat after me. Copy my tone, speed, and pronunciation like a shadow. This is a simple but powerful method. It will help you improve your English. Today, we will read a story called The Gift I Never Expected. It is about a smart young woman, a beautiful trip, and an unexpected love. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and click the bell icon. Let us begin the story.
My name is Asha. I am 23 years old. I work in a big company in the city. I love my job. I am very serious about my work. I always try my best. Last month, our company had an announcement. They said, there will be a competition. Every employee must give a short presentation. The best presentation will win a special gift. I was very excited, but also a little nervous. I wanted to win. I worked very hard on my presentation. I stayed late in the office. I practiced my speech again and again. I made beautiful slides. Finally, the presentation day came. I wore my best dress. I felt ready. I stood in front of my team. I spoke with confidence. I shared my ideas clearly. Everyone clapped. After all the presentations, our boss stood up and said, I am very happy with all of you. But one person gave a special presentation. The winner is Asha. I was shocked. I could not believe it. The boss smiled and said, your gift is a trip to the Maldives. A 3-day holiday, fully free. Everyone clapped again. I smiled with joy. It was my first trip to the Maldives. That evening, I went home. I told my parents about the gift. They were very proud of me. They hugged me. My mother said, you worked hard, my daughter. You deserve this. I packed my bag with happy thoughts. I was ready for the trip. On the morning of my trip, I left home early. I was going to the port. The company arranged a big cruise ship for the trip. The sky was blue. The wind was cool. I was very happy. But then something happened. As I walked near the dock, a group of boys tried to steal my bag. I shouted for help. I was very scared. Then suddenly, a young man ran to me. He shouted, leave her alone. He fought the boys. They ran away. I looked at him. He was tall and strong. He asked me, are you okay? I said, yes, thank you so much. He smiled and said, be careful. This area is not safe. I thanked him again. Then I left quickly to catch the cruise. When I reached the ship, I showed my ticket. I went on board. The ship was big and beautiful. I walked around. I found my room. It had a nice window with a sea view. Later, I went to the deck. I looked at the sea. Then I saw someone. It was the same boy who saved me. He was on the cruise. I was surprised. He looked at me and smiled. He walked to me. He said, "Hello again. Looks like we're on the same trip." I laughed. We started to talk. His name was Ashiv. He was 25. He worked in another company. He also won the trip. He had won for his work in marketing. We laughed together. We talked about work, food, and movies. We liked many of the same things. Soon, we became friends, very good friends. The ship reached the Maldives the next morning. The sea was blue and clear. The air was fresh. The island was full of coconut trees and white sand. The company had booked a beach resort. It was like a dream. Each person got a small beach house. Mine was lovely. It had a small balcony. I changed into a light dress. Then I walked to the beach. Arav was already there. He waved at me. We spent the day together. We went swimming. We played beach volleyball. We had fresh coconut water. That night we sat by the beach. There were lights and music. People were dancing. We talked about our families. We shared stories. He said, "You are very smart, Asha. I like your ideas and your energy." I felt shy, but I said, "I am glad we met." The next day, we went on a boat ride. We saw dolphins. We took photos. We laughed a lot. I felt very happy. It was like a dream. But in my heart, I was confused. I was starting to like him. Was he feeling the same? On the last evening, we had a beach dinner. There were candles and soft music. The sky was full of stars. I wore a blue dress. He wore a white shirt. We sat on the sand. We ate together. We talked about life. Then something happened. Suddenly, there was a loud sound, a firework in the sky. Everyone looked up, and then it started to rain, soft, warm rain. People ran for cover, but we stayed there. He looked at me. His eyes were soft. He said, "I do not know what this is, but I feel very close to you. You are more than a friend." I smiled. I said, "I feel the same." He gently held my hand. We sat in the rain. The waves touched our feet. It was a perfect moment. No words, just feelings. The next morning, we packed our bags. It was time to return. At the airport, he looked at me and said, "This is not the end. This is the beginning." I nodded. I felt happy. We returned to our cities. We started talking every day. We met on weekends. Slowly, our love grew stronger. We did not rush. We took time. We learned more about each other. And one day, he asked me to be his girlfriend. I said yes. That day, I remembered my presentation. I remembered the gift. And I smiled. Because the best gift I got was not just the trip. It was him. The gift I never expected. Great job. You finished the story.
Now go back, listen again, and repeat each sentence out loud. This will help your speaking, listening, and pronunciation. If you like this story, do not forget to subscribe and like the video. Thank you for practicing English with me. See you next time.